Okay, so we want to print and cut a file on our vinyl printer cutter. So in Adobe Illustrator, we're going to create a new file. Now, the dimensions of the file, we want a maximum of 480 millimeters because that's the widest our printer can print and cut to. With the height, we don't want to go any further than what we're printing and cutting, because that will waste the vinyl. If I put that as 1,000 millimeters, 1,000 millimeters would be rolled out from the vinyl printer. So that can be changed later on in your document if you find it's not enough, but just estimate the size of what you're going to need. And we'll keep this at CMYK color. Now let's create a document. Okay, so this is the width of our vinyl printer. That there is the depth of how much will come out of the roll. Okay, so we want to either have a graphic that we've designed ourselves or lifted from somewhere else. So what we'll do is we'll just drag and copy picture in there. Okay, so that's a bit oversized. Let's scale that down. Just make that fit. So there we go, that's our graphic. Now if we wanted to cut this out, we can cut it out in a circle. Go over to the toolbar here, we've got our ellipse tool. We can set that up into the center. Tell you what, that's a bit dull, or we can do a free form line. It's going to look a bit crazy, I think, but why not? There you go, there's a funny shape we've got there. So we don't want an infill in that, but what we do have is an outline there. So how do we turn that into a cut line? Well, what we need to do is download Versaworks cutting software swatch. So we go to the Tinternet, we go to this website here. The link will be in the Blackboard page, and this contains the Roland Versaworks color swatch for Illustrator. There's a link here. If we download this, probably open as a zip file. What I would do is double click that, and what we'll find is Roland Versaworks. Now I would copy that and place it somewhere different. So let's place it into, I don't mean that, let's just paste it there. Okay, let's go back to Adobe Illustrator. Now we want to get that swatch that we've just downloaded. To do that, we go to Windows, go all the way down right to Swatch Libraries, across to Other Library. This will bring up a little search panel. Now what we need to do is make sure we find that file. So there we have it, Roland Versaworks. So highlight that, open, and hey presto, there we have our colours that the vinyl printer will recognise. Now the main colour that it will recognise is the contour colour. Don't worry about any of these other colours at the moment. So what we need to do is where we want it to cut out. So we've got this squiggly line. We want to simply make sure that that is on. Forgive me. Let's swap that over. No infill. So now that line there is this sort of pinky, bright pinky colour. Now that will recognise it as a cut line. Now I will drop that line down to 0.5. Essentially, there's it. You've now created your graphic with a cut line. We'll save that. Now I'm going to send it to the machine.